Hello internet world and welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. Today I am testing a feature that's actually been available on YouTube for a while, and that is the YouTube live feature within the web browser. Now I've been live broadcasting on YouTube I think pretty much regularly for I would say a year, possibly longer, and up until just very recently I experienced a lot of YouTube gremlins, and these gremlins were actually making the video both very unstable during the live broadcast. If you watched me yesterday, you will have experienced that firsthand. But they were also causing problems with lip sync issues, and they were coming in after the video was actually processed on the YouTube servers. So if you were watching after the live event, you were getting pretty much an unwatchable video because it's very off-putting watching somebody talk and the audio not be in sync with their mouth moving. So today I thought I would try, for my very first time, an actual attempt at broadcasting with the live feature that's built into the web browser. Now it does have a disadvantage that I've noticed so far, that I can't actually see the chat on my laptop here. I'm just trying to find out where I can see that. Oh, actually, I think I've managed to get the chat feature up in another window, but it's sort of disjointed because I'm broadcasting from the Mac Pro, which is running on this monitor, wanting to look at you on the camera here and not being able to see any chats coming in. So let's just take a look inside the chat on the screen here and say a hello to the first few of you into the live chat. Hello to Darren Connolly, also to Thongies Media, Gamers Unlimited UK, thank you very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And we also got Braveheart 84 and Stephen Alley. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you tuning in to the live broadcast. Now, to give you a bit of background as to the equipment that's being used for this particular live broadcast, and I'm assuming that you can hear me nice and clearly, we have got the camera here, which is the Sony AX53. It's a video camera. The reason I use a video camera rather than a DSLR, I know you can get sort of adapters for DSLRs to run them off of power, but I like to have this plugged in to mains power so I don't have to worry about the battery running out. And then to turn this camera, the Sony AX53, into a web camera so that my computer sees it as though it's a little built-in camera, I'm using an Elgato cam link. And that goes via HDMI into the cam link, and then the cam link connects to my Mac Pro, which is sitting over here, via USB. And then for the audio, which I hope is coming through loud and clear, I'm using the Rode NT USB. If I just bring that into shot for you so you can see it, this is the Rode NT USB. A bit of a disclaimer, Rode are a channel sponsor. They do sponsor Geekanoids, but this is an awesome mic, and if it was nothing less, sorry, if it was not awesome, then I would tell you. And when I'm doing my reviews, I always don't divulge if I'm sponsored, if it's an ad or anything like that. So let me just have a look at the control panel I've got here, because obviously everything's over on my Mac Pro. So I'm going to... I've got no control, as I can see, over the actual audio levels. Just can't see the audio levels. What is this button here? This button here I've just found allows me to actually share the stream, and then I've got an end stream button. And of course, I can actually see the chat as well. Doing these live broadcasts is I use a software called Wirecast, and that interfaces me between YouTube and gives me also a really nice control panel. And I can control things like adding in extra media, adding in sort of extra audio levels as well, so I can bring the audio level up or down to make it a more enjoyable experience for you to watch. I can play video files. I can grab my screen and share a web browser, so I can talk you through maybe the features of a product on a manufacturer's website. And with this particular system, although it's very, very easy to set up, it's just a couple of clicks and you're basically broadcasting live. There are limiting controls, very, very limited controls. Sometimes people broadcast straight from their smartphone, where you go into the YouTube app and then just click go live. This is a very, very similar thing. So very similar, you're just going to go into your web browser, go to your YouTube Creator Studio, and then go down to live streaming and then to camera. It says new next to it at the moment. And then it's a few clicks away. You enter a title and you go public. So it's good. It works. It's very simple software wise, though. It shows me how long I've been actually broadcasting live. In fact, if I just turn this camera around a bit, you can see the software here. This is the software I'm currently using on the screen. So I've got the top chat. I've also got how many people are watching, how many thumbs up I've got, the fact that I'm live, but very little in way of controls to actually control the audio and the video. So I think you pretty much have to set that up as a system level. So I could actually try that while we're going live here. Let's just have a look at our sound settings. And I'm on output. And let's just see, we've got balance and output volume. So I can increase the volume on here. It's making no difference to the on-screen display. So that's very strange. So there's no difference there. I've also got some controls on the side of the mic here. Headphone volume and then mix volume. I've got that pretty much maxed out anyway. So I can turn this down and it gets quieter on the screen, and turn this right back up again to a good level. Hold on, let's just see if I can do that again. So this is decreasing the level and then increasing the level. So it doesn't seem to have any effect either on the actual audio levels on the audio meters on the screen here. So it's a very sort of rudimentary system. It does work. I think it's good for some quick sort of broadcasting. Maybe if you're out and about and you want to do it from your laptop with the built-in webcam, then this is certainly the way to go. But it doesn't give me the level of control I'm hoping for. Obviously, I'll review the video back after it's been processed on the YouTube servers to see if we still got this audio sync issue, which I sort of seemed to have corrected yesterday, but then I was having problems with the actual broadcast ending after about 8 minutes. So I'm still going to be working on this. I have actually got a couple of people at YouTube working on this with me to try and sort the problem out. So do bear with me. The live broadcast hopefully will continue again. I've got one planned for Saturday of this week. The rest of this week will be pre-recorded videos on the Geekanoids channel, and they include something really cool to keep your keys organized. Might sound a bit sort of boring, but it's a very, very cool product. So do stay tuned for that. I've also got the second in my video series about mental health awareness coming up this week. And today I published something from Netgear. I've got another really cool Netgear product coming in on Friday. So do stay tuned for that on the Geekanoids channel. Thanks for taking part in the live chat. I've got a few of you saying that you've still got audio sync issues, which is a bit of a shame. And one question coming from Darren Connolly, which I will answer very briefly. So is that an expensive mic you have? The Rode NT USB is very, very affordable. I don't know the exact RRP, but it's around about the £100 to £120 in the UK mark, round about that. I might be a little bit out, but it's not a very expensive microphone. You don't need an audio interface either because it plugs in direct via USB. So do feel free to check that out. I've also left links down below. I've also left links down below in the video description to where you can actually pick up the camera I'm using and the cam link. So that is it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. This was my first test of the web-based